Hey guys, Eric here. I've been thinking long and hard this week about what I wanted to talk about, and I decided to pick a very abstract and intense topic. And this is one that all of you INFJs will be able to relate to. And forgive me for this statement, but the other 15 personality types, you won't be able to relate to this on the levels that INFJ can. And it's nothing against you, it's just the simple fact that you're not wired the same way. So, let's jump right into this. INFJs have a double-edged sword in their NI. I call it the cursed sword. Or another way to say it is the curse of NI. And that's what this video is going to be about. INFJs crave meaningful, interactive, and impactful relationships with other people. And part of this is understanding why people do what they do. It's reading them. It's dissecting their psyche. It's seeing into their soul and figuring out what makes them tick. Why do people want what they want? Why do people do what they do? Why do people crave what they crave? Why do people act the way that they do? And our NI makes connections of patterns very quick. But that also means that we can see things other people do not, period. The ENFPs won't see it. The ENFTs don't see it. Or ENTPs, pardon me, don't see it. INFPs don't see it. INTPs don't see it. Only INFJs will. And the reason for this is because of how we're wired. And it's not to say that there's anything wrong with any of the other personality types, but it is to say, no matter what, they will never, ever be able to understand. Unless it's someone like an ENFP, or ENTJ probably could. Just because of how intellectually oriented they are. They could train themselves to understand, but the simple fact is that INFJs see why people do the things they do when no one else does. Nobody else can understand. We have this wellspring of knowledge inside of us. And guess what? We can't share it with anybody. Because I'm going to say this as kind as I possibly can. From a cognitive perspective, people are not as insightful as we are when it comes to patterns, events, and human beings. And that is very difficult. That is why NI is also a curse. It's why INFJs struggle with depression. It's why INFJs feel sad and alone. Even whenever we're dating someone, even whenever we're around our friends, we feel this brokenness and loneliness, destitution inside of our hearts. The reason is because NI is a curse, as well as a sword. And until we can find somebody who understands how we think and can see what we see, we're going to feel alone. That's why it's so important for INFJs to talk to each other. It's why when Aaron made this group about INFJs, it is so crucial that we connect with each other. I've been seeing more people commenting. Thank you. Honestly, I need that. I need to know that some of you, one of you, at least one of you, cares enough about what I'm saying and follows what I'm saying. I need to know I'm not alone. I need to know that I let you know that you're not alone. I need to know that you understand what I'm saying so that you can grow as an individual and you can follow me in my mental patterns, where I'm at, how I'm thinking, what I'm trying to say, that you can walk alongside of me. No one deserves to be alone. And INFJs have the most lonely walk in this life. Emotionally and mentally speaking, we are so full of a wellspring of knowledge and insight and revelation, and so full of intuition. We're always thinking when we talk to somebody, when we go to our job, is this going to benefit somebody else long term? And if the answer is no, we don't care. If my friendship with you isn't going to benefit somebody else long term, if it's not going to benefit you long term, if it's not going to have a domino effect, I'm wasting my time. I don't want any part of it. Just go away. Just leave my life. I'm alone whenever I talk to you. I'm alone whenever I pour into you, and I'll be alone whenever you leave. It makes no difference to me. Some will, some won't, so what? Alright, I'm a salesman, as some of you might know. And one of the greatest mindsets we have going door to door is some will answer, some will say yes, some won't. So what? Move on. And it's the same thing with people. How dare you say that about somebody, Eric? That's so cruel. Some will think so, some won't, some will understand, some won't, some will agree, some won't, so what? Move on. Go to watch the next video. Alright, I'm not here looking for views. I'm not here looking for subscribers. I'm here looking for that one person who will benefit from this. I'm here looking for that one person who will relate and know, hey, wait a moment. I felt this way too. Wow, Eric gets me. I'm not alone. Alright, that's what I'm looking for. And the curse of NI is a very, very heavy burden to bear. We are sharp swords. We're spearheads. Our eyes are piercing straight into somebody's heart, straight into their soul. It makes them uncomfortable. We look around a crowd with this look on our face. Just looking into my eyes is enough to make somebody feel uncomfortable. It's like I'm looking straight into your soul. I'm dissecting everything about you. And INFJs carry this burden with us because we know people, but people don't know us. And it takes another INFJ, it takes an ENFP, it takes somebody else with an intuitive level to understand us. INFPs bring out the best in INFJs. They do understand us, and they understand because they crave connection. They crave deep personal connections with other people, and to get that, they listen. An INFJ observes, an INFP listens. So when an INFJ talks, INFPs will ask questions to try to understand. Why are you thinking this way? Why are you talking about the other person that way? What led up to this event? Okay. Oftentimes they'll do that. They have intuition too. I think it's their third cognitive function, second or third. And INFPs will, they crave knowing that they made an impact at the end of the day in someone's life. They complete us because we need that. And we need to know that we impacted them. And it creates a cycle of love between the two. I am not at all saying INFPs are the ideal match for an INFJ. I'm not saying that, and I don't believe that. However, what I am saying is when it comes to making friendships and bonding with an INFP, you don't even have to be in person. There is an invisible connection between the two. It takes somebody else who takes the time and the energy and the effort to understand an INFJ to alleviate the burden, the curse of NI. And I call it a curse because I've walked a very lonely life, and that's how I personally perceive it. It is a sword. Yes, it is a weapon, but it is also a curse. Tell me if you agree or disagree. The comment section's right below. Drop a like if this video has helped you. Make sure to subscribe if this is your first time watching my channel. And you've learned something new about yourself, or if you're an INFJ, get connected with me. You don't have to subscribe, but at least comment in the videos. I always leave my Facebook in the description if you want to connect with me. And tell me any experiences you may have. Feel free to message me, make it private, or you can even share it publicly. I always read and respond to every comment that somebody makes, every single one. And if I don't respond, then I either like it or I delete it. That's that simple. So thanks for your time, and I'll see you all next time.